Lincoln's Mahomet. The village of Middletown, Mahomet was plotted by Daniel Porter in 1832 on the west bank of the Sangamon River near its headwaters. The main street of the village was actually a new road made necessary by the location of the county seat at Urbana. The state road was moved to the south of Old Fort Clark. The state road was moved to the south of the Old Fort Clark Road. This change made Newcomb's Ford on the northeast obsolete, and thus created a new ford near where the old railroad bridge stands today. The main street of Mahomet was once part of the Bloomington Road, reflected in its diagonal orientation, which would have made it align with the river and its ford. Middletown or Mahomet. The young lawyer Abraham Lincoln, in his travels on the 8th Judicial Circuit, actually visited both places. Lincoln arrived here when the town was called Middletown, and visited later as it became Mahomet. Middletown, founded in 1832, was so named because it was the halfway point on the new Danville-Bloomington Road. However, by 1840, when a post office was granted to the growing community, Mahomet was the official name assigned, because by that time a site in Logan County had already taken the name Middletown. For many years, the town did in fact use both names. Middletown Mahomet became a convenient stopping point for Abraham Lincoln and his colleagues on the 8th Judicial Circuit. Lincoln typically came from the direction of the west in the early years from DeWitt County, and later from Piatt County on his way toward Urbana, the Champaign County seat. In an era with no bridges, Lincoln's horse-drawn cart or buggy found the Sangamon River easiest to cross at Bryan's Ford. The Bryans, in-laws to the land-holding Busey family, opened their home to travelers on the east side of the ford. That home would later become the Ohio or Nine Gal Tavern, under the proprietorship of Thomas Davidson, so named for Davidson's 9 red-headed daughters. The Nine Gal also hosted Abraham Lincoln between 1853 to 1856. Legend has it that when Abraham Lincoln passed through, he liked to bounce little Jimmy Davidson on his knee. Another Mahomet Inn, the Bloomfield or Ree Tavern, north and west of Mahomet proper, was operated by, Another Mahomet Inn, the Bloomfield or Ray Tavern, north and west of Mahomet proper, was operated by Sarah Ray. The Ray Tavern had 2 floors, and its ceiling was so low that when Lincoln went up to sleep in the 2nd story, he had to duck his head to pass through the narrow overhead clearance on the staircase. This photo is courtesy of the Champaign County Historical Archives Urbana Free Library. It's the Ohio Nine Gal Tavern. And this photo is courtesy of Early American Museum, Champaign County Forest Preserve District, and this is a photograph, or painting rather, of Melinda Bryan. Some people might call it a drawing, some people might call it a painting, I don't know.